music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is story time. But first things first, y'all always like to see my lipstick, so this lipstick is new. I just got it today. It is Kat Von D. The color is, I think it's an Aisha. I can't think of what it is. Yes, A-Y-E-S-H-E. It's Aisha, and just like a, as y'all can see, this is the color. So yeah, I like it. I might wear it to work tomorrow. So, you know, I did the whole thing with asking for suggestions, and I got about 20 different suggestions for story times. And the first one that I think I'm going to do is someone said, you know, I would like to hear something about relationships you've had, the best and the worst. And this is not going to be a long video like my question and answer one was. I have had very good relationships. I have had very bad relationships over my 36 years of living. And some people think, oh, well, if you're single, you know, all your relationships must have been bad because they did not work out. Some of them were great. And I'm still friends with the guys I've dated before. And things just did not work out, mainly because I was young. You know, I've always had a boyfriend. My first boyfriend, I remember I was like in first grade, maybe even kindergarten. That's gonna sound horrible. Sorry, Mom. I remember kissing a boy. His name was Sam, and I had to be in elementary school because I know for a fact I went to Brady Elementary years, and I don't even think school is still open. And his name was Sam. He had a brother. His dad lived around the corner from us, well, around the corner from my grandparents. And his dad would, like, you know, drive us home or whatever, because my mom worked, and he would drive me to my grandparents' house while my mom was at work. And for some reason, this particular day, he got out the car, I think to like talk to my granddad or something like that. I don't remember. And in the back seat of his dad's car, I swear I had to be like in like the first grade, if that. Because I know when I left Brady, I wasn't out the first grade yet. So I was like in the first grade. And we were in the backseat of his dad's car, and he kissed me. And the weird thing was, he like tongue kissed me, and I was like, this is so weird. Ugh. But I went along with it. So we kissed for like, and it was, I think his brother was like looking out the window to be sure his dad didn't come or my grandparents didn't come. Oh my God. And I'm like, I don't like tongue kissing. Like, it was just, he wasn't a good kisser, like, at all. So and I was very, very young. So I've had relationships forever. It's just very, very weird to know that I kissed my first boy that early, and it was a tongue kiss. Okay. And this was in the 80s, because I was born in 82. So, you know, this was this was in the 80s. The next boyfriend I can remember was Chelsea Hicks. Chelsea Hicks was a boy who he was my boyfriend. He was very popular. You know, we were in the 5th grade, and this is so funny. Everyone thought he was ugly, but he was so cute to me. He had like a little like mark on his cheek. It was so cute to me. And we dated. I was in the fucking 5th grade. But he was my boyfriend from 5th grade up until like 7th. And he was like the hood dude. Like, he had like a rep. He would like beat people up. And because he was a popular guy, I just ended up being a popular girl. And plus, I'm very, very friendly. We would kiss all the time, and he wanted to have sex. And I was like, ew, no. So he was my second boyfriend. We broke up because he wanted sex and I did not want to have sex. Cause I was like, I was a teen. I was like 12. Like, who has sex at 12? People do, but I did not want to. And, we ended up breaking up. So, but it taught me the difference between puppy love and real love. That was puppy love. Cause I was 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade. And when me and Chelsea broke up, I started dating Jamal Bonner. Okay. Jamal Bonner was an older guy. He's actually, sorry, Mom. Oh, Mom, you watching this? Just cut it off. Jamal Bonner was the first guy whose penis I saw in real life. And he was like a year older than me. He lived like 4 or 5 blocks away. And he was a cool boyfriend, but he also wanted to have sex. And I did not want to have sex. And one day, me and my cousin skipped school. I was in like the 7th grade. I think I was in 7th grade. We skipped school, went over his house. They drank like wine coolers, all this weird stuff. And then we were like sitting in his room and he like showed me his dick. And I was like, that is huge. Like, I think it was huge to me because I was a kid then. I don't remember now if it was really, really big in like in real life. And I was like, you ain't putting a thing nowhere near me. No, I'm straight. No, thank you. And again, another boy broke up with me because I would not have sex. So, those are the kind of weird relationship things I think I learned early on, that you can't give a dude what he want just to keep him around. Like, you can't do that. And I also think it's the reason why I held on to my virginity until I was 15 when I lost it. And okay, so the guy who took my virginity in our relationship, this is the thing. I'll say this is the thing to where when I learned you do dumb things for guys. So the guy who I lost my virginity with, I won't say his name because he passed away. He died last year. Yeah, last year. He passed away from actually a heart attack. It's crazy. But he was a cool guy, but he was abusive. Not to me, but he was abusive to his girlfriend at the time. And we knew, I was 15. We were all friends in high school together. And we went to middle school together. It was like the summer in between when I was in middle school to high school. And I knew him from middle school and how he would like beat up on his girlfriend. And I'm like, that would never be me. That she's so dumb. Who would ever talk to him? And like 6 months later, my dumb ass, ended up talking to him. And he literally, he did not take it. Okay, he didn't do that. I knew I did not want to have sex. I honestly didn't. And he kind of just talked me into it. And it's the first time I can remember someone making me or talking me into doing something that I did not want to do at all. And I did it anyway. So I dealt with him for maybe 6 months. And he was just not a good boyfriend at all. Like, he was very aggressive. As I said, did he ever hit me? I think once he playfully slapped me. Like a ha slap. Not an abusive slap. I know that sounds weird, but because I know how he was when he did when he did abuse a woman, it wasn't it. And so for some reason, he didn't treat me that way. But he was still an asshole. But, it was a lesson in, you have to watch what you allow to happen. Because honestly, looking back on that, I do wish I did not lose my virginity to him. It was like in the basement of his house, because his room was in the basement. I had just got my hair done. I had like a French roll, in my hair. And I don't even remember what it was. Like, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. I was like, this is sex. Because again, you were a kid, so you don't even think about it. So that was crazy. I guess I've had more bad relationships, but that was so early on. Good relationships. I I can't even think of something that was good because it always ended up into something bad. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't it? Wow, that's crazy. But, you know, over the years, I have had guys love me so hard that it was disruptive to day-to-day life. I had an ex who, when I wanted to break up with him, he literally was at my house and I was trying to drive to work. And this was probably 5 years ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. He came to my house one morning and he sat on the hood of my car. And I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't, you get on my nerve, you know, we can be friends. I don't do it anymore. And he literally would not get off the hood of my car. And I had to like call my boss at work, like, I'm going to be late, you know, so-and-so won't get off. My boss knew with my boyfriend because she would like drop me off at work and different stuff or whatever. So-and-so won't get off my car. It's just so dumb. I took like video and pictures, like, look at, I can't believe, because I was, you know how you hear stories of someone saying, I'm late because my boyfriend stole my car keys. You like, bitch, you were just late. So I'm like, I can't go to work and be like, he was on the hood of my car and wouldn't get off without some kind of proof. I had video, I had pictures, and he would not get off the hood of my car. And it was just so stupid. So my thing with good and bad relationships, I think what I've learned is you have to know your worth. And you have to also be aware of how good you are at things, and how if you're really good at some things, it can cause the person to be obsessed with you. And so I think even though I've had relationships that were beautiful, that were great, I remember the same ex who did not get off the hood of my car when I lost my aunt, and he took me to her house and she passed away. When he came back and got me and I cried like all night, he just sat and like just rubbed my head. So with little things like that, to where I have picked great moments from past, because every relationship has good and bad moments. I think my issue is I like bad boys. And so I like bad boys. I have a slick mouth, and so we argue sometimes. But again, this is me in my 20s, not me now. And it was a thing when it was great, it was great. But when it was bad, it was bad. And I put up with a lot of things that I should not have put up with. And I think I did that because, in a way, then I was like, I'm gonna do what I want. Can't nobody tell me what to do. If I like so-and-so, I'm gonna be with him regardless. And it was a more of, if everyone's telling me he's bad, I'm gonna be with him anyway. I'm gonna keep talking to him. So that's why I said you have to be able to know your worth and know what to put up with and know what not to put up with, because every guy won't be perfect at all. You're gonna have to put up with something. Every guy, I always say, every guy and every girl is an asshole in some sort of way. You just have to find the correct asshole that you can put up with. Because it's something as simple as he might be great in every other aspect, but his monkey ass will not put the ketchup in the refrigerator, and that can drive you crazy. Well, can you put up with him never putting the ketchup in the refrigerator? I can. Yes, I can. But if he doesn't fill the gas tank back up after driving y'all car, like if y'all share a car, and he just always forget to put gas in it, I can't put up with that for the rest of my life. Then that's something you can't put up with. So I think I'm to the point now where I know what I will and would not put up with. And if I won't put up with it, and if I voice a concern to you and you don't care about it, then I'm good on you. So now in my late 30s, I have learned that I am good enough to not deserve to be cheated on. I am good enough to not be hit. And I am good enough to not be disrespected. And I'm not saying every ex did that. I'm saying in one way or another, I accepted things in past relationships that were disrespectful to me. And I don't do that anymore. But in those same relationships, I did have good moments, great laughs. I met great friends. I've learned a lot. I had a lot of great sex. A lot of great. Me and one ex would always go, and we did not have a car. We were in our 20s. I was 24, I think, and we would get up, catch the bus downtown, go to all the festivals. We would catch a cab to the casinos and go out and play at the casinos. We would just do different things, and it was a great relationship. However, he would cheat with his baby mama, and it was a thing to where I want to prove that I'm better than her. So when he cheat and do dumb stuff, I'm gonna forgive him because he came back. And those things were disrespectful to me. So even though we had these great moments and he made me feel great, and it was great sex, we had great moments. And in one way or the other, I truly did love him, but he wasn't mature enough to love me the way I needed to be loved. And in my 20s, I didn't know that. That's why I tell people, sometimes when you're in your 20s, you have no idea what you really want. And I can honestly say that I did not know what I really wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I just put up with certain things, and I took all the good that we had and ignored the little bad shit. But in hindsight, the little bad shit was way worse and did not, it wasn't less than the big good shit. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, even if you are helping me do A, B, and C and paying A, B, and C or doing whatever, but you cheating on me, what the fuck am I doing? That's why now I'm looking like it is just certain things I cannot put up with. And I can say that from a place of knowledge. I can say from a place of knowledge, you should not let a man hit you, because I've let a man hit me, and I haven't in a long time. It's been a long time, you know what I'm saying? That was early. Oh, that's the whole other video. But yeah, you know, it's so when I say things like that, it's because I know it. So I've had good relationships. I've had bad ones. I've had things in between, but I'm grateful for the best and the worst of my relationships, because it has molded me to who I am today. Someone had commented, I think it was Kid who commented and said, you are so grounded to only be in your 30s, to be 36. And how did you get that way? Because I endured so much that made me eventually have this epiphany of, okay, you went through all these things. You've endured all these things. You are now ready to be a full-grown woman. And being a full-grown woman is more than turning 18. It's more than turning 21. Hell, it's more than turning 25. It's living life and having life experiences that show you what you do and don't want. And I think I'm now at that point, which is why I'm finally seriously dating. Like before, I had boyfriends. We were like, oh, we're going to be together. We're going to get married. And I wasn't ready mentally to be someone's wife. And the person I was with, he damn sure, neither one of them was damn sure ready to be my husband. And that is why when I say things as if, you know, if you're a big girl, don't settle. If you're a big girl, don't allow someone to make you, don't do that shit. Because you don't have to. And once I stopped living life that way, everything in my life worked out for itself. And just because I'm single does not mean I'm not working towards a future with someone. Even if me working towards a future with someone is still me looking and picking and choosing who I want in my future. So, did not mean for this to be so long, but it was. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first story time. I know it was all over the place. But other than that, I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Peace.